And you know what? No, sorry. No. Listen. I can say that. Look, in a moral compass, I want to do good. I want to be good. I want to establish social justice. And my way is, you know what? Let's plunge and make people in the third world. Yeah.
But Rehan, you keep repeating
wait.
this. You're saying if each of us would follow a moral compass, right? Let me say that I got it.
Okay.
Some people will think that being evil is moral. I'm simplifying it, and that's why we need God and we need Muhammad to tell us no. Killing someone innocent is bad. Unfeeding the hungry is bad. Being violent is bad. You're saying I need God to tell you these details, and I'm saying no.
Yeah, but it's all great that you're saying that.
And also for your system, how come God, if we believe in
But Hila, you know,
how come God made me like this?
But
Don't believe it.
but Hila, all of your explanation, it shows to me that you're talking about utopian world, like it's a perfect world.
Yeah.
But we're not living in a perfect world.
Right.
You got to be pragmatist and realist that there are bad people out there.
What?
You got to be realistic that there are bad people out there, correct? But your framework shows that it's a utopian world, it's a world of perfection, that everyone can be good. No, there are people who follow their desires. So my question is, what is the moral anchor? And we say that, look, you can do bad here, but in the hereafter you don't get away with it.
I understand.
The Quran mentions chapter 4
and
verse...
I'm saying,
right.
actually,
Right.
the way to guarantee
So what's the
that people
solution?
behave well.
Right, so how do we make sure they behave well? Accountability.
I'll tell you, exactly. And you're saying the accountability is a
But
better life.
yeah.
I'm saying accountability now.
Okay.
We're creating a community
Okay.
which holds bad people accountable.
So what about Hitler? What was his accountability? How many people did he kill? How many Jews did he kill? 6 million Jews. What about the 5,999,999 Jews? What's the justice? You just killed him.
Right.
That's not perfect justice. The perfect justice is the hereafter.
I'm afraid that people like him,
Allah says...
listen, I work with women victims of rape and male violence.
Yeah. How do
In
you
a
get...
society that I want to live, they were not going to be raped, and they're not going to be raped, but men will be held accountable.
That's what you think.
Yeah, but I have to tell you, I do not believe that rapists get their justice or the punishment
I think you're trying to picture a utopian world, a perfect world. Exactly. There are rapists that gets away scot-free. What justice?
But you think it's comforting for me to know that in an afterlife he will go to hell?
Isn't that better?
I don't believe it will
So
happen.
let's say you have a child.
I prefer that we will have a society
Let's say you have a
that
child.
rape stops now.
Let's say you have a child who has cancer, right?
Yeah.
And they have a terminal illness, right? What? You're just going to give them palliative care? No, everything's fine. You're just going to turn into dust? Is that hope for the child?
No, I'm not going to believe that the child will have a positive afterlife. I'm going to give him medicine now.
No, but let's say he's beyond your capacity now.
Okay.
He's going to die, terminal illness.
Yeah.
What comfort are you going to give that child then? What did the child do wrong that he got cancer?
Okay, what about if I have cancer? Because it's different when you talk about the child needs all kinds of comfort. I'll tell you, if I have cancer today, my comfort is not going to be that I will go to heaven. My comfort is to be, I raised 2 amazing children.
But you're going to turn into bone and dust.
Battered women, and many
That's so
rape
sad.
victims.
So evil. So
and I fought for peace. That's my
an evil person who deals in narcotics and drugs, right? They live till they're 80 years old. A perfect life, comfortable life. And they,
I understand wait. I
Let me,
understand why people need the comfort.
That's why you need
of
Almighty God.
heaven and hell. I prefer that my
that's
comfort
very
will come
unjust to
from
me.
knowing that I was a good human on this earth, doing good things when I was alive.
But an evil
and with
person,
that I will die
but an evil person who outlived you, they turn into dust and bones like you are. Well, where's the justice? Where's the justice?
How does it work that you don't believe that the next life exists? For example, the company make this one, the same company can make it again and again, right?
What's your moral compass?
She says that she does accept there's a higher power. However, she believes she doesn't need guidance from the Creator. That she's got a moral compass already. She's going by that.
Some laws is fitri,
That's what I'm
but at the
saying.
same time there is a boundary.
Correct.
Where does that boundary come from?
Exactly.
Society, religion, what's
it.
objectivity? So
That's it.
But I do believe
That's what I was asking.
yeah, you can mention that again.
That's why you say before
Just give the example, somebody kill his children. How are you going to pay for that?
Exactly.
Just do it.
I'm going to end the discussion here, man. I don't want to become like too heated.
rather
You're doing
than
fine, brother.
heaven would be on this where we exist right now. I believe we can.
Do you know?
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We all against
Healer,
capitalism. We all against violence.
Yeah, we all
against poverty.
Healer.
Yeah, I know.
Healer.
Amazing violence.
Healer. Hitler was definitely was a dictator, correct? He killed 6 million Jews, right? And every person who has sound intellect would say this is wrong. Okay, that's anti-Semitism, that's haram, that's prohibited in Islam, right? What accountability will you give to Hitler? Do you know what they did here? They probably put him in the gas chamber, correct? I don't know how he died. He killed himself, correct? Okay, so imagine that's not perfect justice. He killed himself. Wait, hang on, wait. Hitler, let me complete.
I know burning in hell is probably would be nicer. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So an evil person can get away scot-free.
No, I think
That's not justice.
That's it. Then I can do whatever I want. Then
Yeah, that's not justice then.
that means I can do whatever I want.
I think we need to create a society that Hitler cannot exist.
It's all great that you're saying that. It's all you're picturing a utopian world.
I think
Okay,
heaven and hell
you're
is
picturing a utopian world.
that we have no idea if it exists.
Sorry?
I think the concept of heaven and hell is utopian.
A concept of hell and heaven is utopian.
Yeah.
But at least there's a solution.
Emotional
You don't have a
solution.
solution.
It's not a real solution. It's an emotional comfort. It's not going to change things.
So imagine, God forbid, let's say your son, something happened to your son.
I don't know if these are just flowers.
Sorry. It's all personal. It's all personal with all due respect. Okay? It's all personal. Yeah? It's personal to me as well. Personal to you.
So give more examples from your
Let's say something bad happened to your son, and God forbid, something happens to your son. Your son is a perfect character. He's got good manners, perfect character. And that evil person, murderer, right? Yeah, he probably gets life imprisonment, whatever the case. He probably gets nice treatment, getting all the food, comfort. But you, on the other hand, you know what? You have to suffer.
Yeah.
You have to suffer. And there's no perfect justice for this evil person. Do you know what Islam says? I say, look, you'll be held accountable on the day of judgment.
I understand it's a very comforting concept.
You know, I'll tell you what, when things, you deal with...
Rebecca, can I say something?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go on.
I think that's the problem with the example of my own son. But in general, I believe that the person who killed another person. I don't want to talk about my son. I don't want to cry. So the person who killed another person.
The world is made up of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the person. Yeah, but okay. The person who killed another person.
Yeah.
Very, very likely had terrible childhood.
yes.
Suffered a great deal.
Yes.
And we, the society, failed him first.
So without God, why does that happen? Why do bad things happen to good people? You tell me.
I don't understand.
Okay. So without God, why do bad things happen to good people according to you?
Why do bad things happen to you?
I'll tell you why. Because this life is a test for the hereafter. That's the reason. Yeah, we're undergoing a test.
When you know what, you gave the Holocaust as an example. When so many innocent people are taken to the death camp, what test is it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What's the test?
What perfect justice has been given to Hitler? What, killed himself?
Yeah, but what kind of God creates so much suffering of innocent people?
So now you're talking about the problem with evil. So that comes with the presupposition that you believe in God. Otherwise, don't bring it up.
I'm willing to engage with that.
No. Before we move on about the problem with evil, you first have to accept that there is God.
Why?
You have no moral ground.
Because you have no moral ground.
Your morality is subjective.
It's subjective. But when you have...
I can't follow.
Okay.
Yes. Oh no, I told you why my morality is not subjective.
It is subjective.
I'm disagreeing with you.
Why not?
Because you're saying moral of God is objective, my moral is subjective. And I'm saying my moral is not subjective. It's measured. This is creating good humanity, and I told you what my measure is.
Who wrote?
Less hunger and more hunger.
What's
More
humanity?
poverty,
What
less
does humanity
poverty.
mean? I don't know what humanity means. What does it mean?
People are, I don't understand
What does
you're
humanity mean?
saying.
Yeah, what does it mean? What does it mean?
What's morality mean? Morality.
What's humanity?
Yeah. What is humanity? What do you mean by saying good to
What is the world? It means.
Why should I have an obligation to be good to the
Yeah,
world?
but Rihan, it's a circle.
No, it's not.
I'm saying.
I'm trying to demonstrate to you. I'm trying to
You have a circular concept that we should have gratitude to God. There is a reason we should follow God. If we're good people, we will get to heaven. If we're bad people, we'll get to hell.
Okay.
So they got that right? And I'm saying no.
So you're
I'm
following your
saying,
desires.
I think it's a...
That's your God.
I think it's a cheat to call it desire.
That is your desire.
Allah
So
mentions that.
where's the boundary? Where's the boundary?
I'll tell you. Because desire, the word desire, is so much associated with self-indulgence that I don't think it's an appropriate word.
It is appropriate. You know Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham. Sorry.
You're not engaging with me.
I am.
You're just waiting for me to finish my sentence, put something else.
No.
No.
She's not doing
There
that.
is a difference between moral judgment and desire. And I have an individual moral judgment that I did not make it up.
Desire. I'll tell you the
There
difference.
are values that a lot of people will agree are better for humans.
Right. What?
And apparently, they're consistent with what the Islam says.
But Hila, what
Take
makes?
care of the poor. Take
No.
care of the widow,
I'm talking about that.
protect the elder.
No, Hila. But people will follow their desires, okay? Because their fitrah, their natural instinct of being good, is corrupted. Why? Because it's corrupted because of their motives. But probably because they want more money. So what's the boundary? Where's the boundary? There has to be a boundary in place. Right. So what's your boundary?
And I'm saying, we as a community put the boundary.
Why should I go by what the community says? What do they know?
And so,
What do they know? What do the community know? What boundary? You tell me.
I think I can tell you from when I had babies.
Okay.
I could tell when he has a little brother, his instinct, he has a little brother, Omar, my youngest son. He's all crying, he would go to him and say, oh, the baby's crying, Mom, let's give him a meal.
Yeah.
Hungry, every time he would go to a birthday party, he would ask a second piece of cake.
You were behaving well, yeah?
Yeah,
MashaAllah.
for his little brother. His instinct when he was a baby, and he had good parents, his father and me, so we did not interfere with his good instinct to take care of the little brother.
Great, that's you.
That's human
That
instinct.
is absolutely great. But you know what? Go and speak to people who come from broken homes. Yeah, you tell me.
So we
Okay,
need to have
wait.
less
It's all-
prisons.
Do you know? I think
and
you're.
more
Please don't take it.
rehabilitation.
Please don't take it as an offense. But I think you're more capitalist than me. I'll tell you why. Because you're only talking about from your perspective. Okay, what's good for me, and I want to impose on others. It's like wait. I'll tell you why. Because you're talking about your son. Yeah, you brought up your son well and everything. Yeah, but what about broken homes? What's happened to them?
That's my work. We have an obligation to support those broken homes.
I'm not denying that. But what I'm asking you,
I'm not saying it just for myself. I'm saying every family, every mother who cannot take care of her child, what we should do is help this mother and help this family.
100%, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with
So
that.
how is it only about myself?
But my question to you is, why did?
How is it only about myself?
Wait. I tell you
If
what.
my value says every
Because
older
when I brought
brother
up,
should be like this.
when I brought up about your child, you had an issue.
What?
When I brought up about your child, that if something bad happens to him,
Oh,
you find it personal.
Yeah. But I don't like those
but
examples. though.
everything takes things personal, right? I've got my mom, I've got my family, I want what's best for them. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I may have disagreements about what you think is good to mine. So why are you imposing on me? You have your, sorry.
Yeah, but not by. Okay, you're saying.
So
you
you're-
want your reality, by the way.
I didn't say I want my reality. I'm saying to you why Islam offers a solution.
And I think all people should do that. And I'm saying I believe in moral compass of individuals, and I believe we can create communities that are living by those moral compass.
But you need
And I
boundaries.
believe-
You need boundaries.
I understand you think that.
where'd you get the boundaries
I think
from?
society should put the boundaries. We should not pretend that God put them.
So are you telling me that God has been the creator?
So what are you going to do with all the people who claim to be Muslim? What are you going to do with all the people who claim to be Muslim?
What do you mean claim to be Muslim?
ISIS?
They're not Muslims.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, claim to be Muslim.
Yeah, that's in our classic
But
theology.
that's what I'm saying, claim to be Muslim.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Because they're not Muslim.